The Los Angeles Lakers wrapped up the first half of their season with an impressive statement victory on Thursday night, defeating the Dallas Mavericks with a commanding score of 124-104 at Crypto.com Arena. The win pushed the Lakers to a solid 33 wins and 21 losses record as they headed into the All-Star break, showing significant momentum despite facing a Mavericks squad missing key players. The absence of star guard Luka Doncic and rookie sensation Cooper Flagg from the Dallas lineup certainly impacted the competitive balance of the matchup, but the Lakers executed their game plan with precision and determination throughout all 4 quarters of play. LeBron James delivered a masterclass performance that will be remembered in NBA history books for decades to come. The 41-year-old superstar shouldered the offensive burden from the opening tip, demonstrating why he remains one of the most dominant forces in professional basketball despite his advanced age. James scored or directly assisted on the Lakers' first 23 points of the game, an extraordinary individual accomplishment that set the tone for what would become a historic evening. His ability to control the pace and flow of the game from the very beginning proved crucial in establishing the Lakers' dominance early on. By the final buzzer, James had compiled an outstanding triple-double with 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists while shooting an efficient 10 of 20 from the field. He logged 35 minutes of playing time, showcasing his remarkable endurance and conditioning. This marked James' first triple-double of the current season, but more significantly, it etched his name even deeper into the NBA record books. At 41 years old, James became the oldest player in league history to record a triple-double, surpassing the previous record held by Hall of Famer Karl Malone. Malone had achieved his triple-double with 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists at age 40 while wearing a Lakers uniform on November 28, 2003, ironically also at the Lakers' home court. The historic achievement adds yet another milestone to James' already legendary career, which continues to defy the conventional wisdom about aging athletes. His ability to maintain elite-level performance while approaching his mid-40s speaks volumes about his dedication to physical conditioning, nutrition, and the mental aspects of the game. The triple-double performance demonstrated that James can still orchestrate an offense, create opportunities for teammates, and contribute across all statistical categories when his team needs him most. While James undoubtedly led the charge, the Lakers' victory was very much a team effort with multiple players stepping up to contribute. The team's ball movement was exceptional throughout the night, resulting in an impressive total of 35 assists on their made field goals. This unselfish basketball philosophy, which head coach JJ Redick has implemented since taking over the team, was on full display and proved instrumental in breaking down the Mavericks' defensive schemes. Rui Hachimura enjoyed one of his finest shooting performances of the season, contributing 21 points while connecting on an exceptional 9 of 13 shots from the field. His three-point shooting was particularly impressive as he knocked down 3 of 4 attempts from beyond the arc. Hachimura's ability to space the floor and finish efficiently in the mid-range game provided the Lakers with a crucial secondary scoring option that kept the Dallas defense from focusing entirely on James. Jackson Hayes delivered arguably his best all-around performance of the season, filling up the stat sheet across multiple categories. Hayes finished with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 1 blocked shot, demonstrating his versatility and impact on both ends of the floor. His energy and athleticism were particularly evident in transition opportunities and on the defensive end, where his rim protection and help defense disrupted numerous Mavericks scoring attempts. Hayes' comprehensive contribution highlighted his development as a player and his growing chemistry with his teammates. Austin Reeves, who has been operating under a minutes restriction as he works his way back to full strength, provided a significant spark off the bench. Coming in as a reserve, Reeves contributed 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting 5 of 10 from the field during his 28 minutes of action. His playmaking ability and scoring punch from the second unit gave the Lakers' offense continuity even when James was resting on the bench. Reeves' performance underscored his importance to the Lakers' rotation and his ability to impact winning regardless of whether he starts or comes off the bench. The Lakers faced a challenging stretch toward the end of the first half, experiencing a rough patch that allowed the Mavericks to stay within striking distance. However, the team showed excellent mental fortitude by regrouping during halftime and coming out with renewed focus and intensity to start the third quarter. The Lakers absolutely dominated the third period, outscoring Dallas by a decisive margin of 32-19 during those crucial 12 minutes. This dominant third quarter performance effectively put the game out of reach and allowed the Lakers to control the tempo and flow for the remainder of the contest. The defensive intensity and offensive execution during this period exemplified the Lakers at their best, forcing turnovers, getting out in transition, and executing their half-court sets with precision. With the All-Star break now upon them, the Lakers will enjoy some well-deserved rest and recovery time before returning to competitive action. The team's next game is scheduled for next Friday when they host their crosstown rivals, the LA Clippers, at Crypto.com Arena. This rivalry matchup should provide an excellent test for the Lakers as they begin the second half of their season with playoff positioning firmly in their sights. During the All-Star break festivities, the Lakers will have representation in multiple events. Jackson Hayes will showcase his aerial abilities in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest on Saturday night, giving him an opportunity to compete against some of the league's most explosive athletes. Meanwhile, LeBron James and Luka Doncic have both been selected to participate in the All-Star game itself, though Doncic's status remains uncertain due to the hamstring injury that kept him out of Thursday's game. The All-Star game will take place at the brand new Intuit Dome in Inglewood, marking a special occasion for Los Angeles basketball fans who will host the league's premier showcase event. Whether Doncic will be healthy enough to suit up for the exhibition remains to be seen, but his presence would certainly add another layer of excitement to the weekend's festivities and give fans a chance to see two of the game's greatest players share the court in a celebratory setting. The NBA All-Star Weekend is approaching, bringing with it a fresh wave of excitement and entertainment for basketball fans around the world. This year's festivities will feature significant format changes designed to enhance the viewing experience and create more compelling competition. The centerpiece event, the All-Star Game itself, will showcase an innovative tournament structure that replaces the traditional single-game format with a more dynamic approach featuring 3 distinct teams competing in a round-robin style competition. The new All-Star Game format introduces a fascinating USA versus the world dynamic that has captured the imagination of fans and players alike. 2 teams will consist entirely of USA-born players, while a third team will feature the best international talent from around the globe. This structure creates intriguing matchups and adds a layer of national pride to the proceedings. Each of the 3 teams will face the others once in a series of abbreviated 12-minute games, with the top 2 teams advancing to a championship finale that will crown the ultimate All-Star Weekend victors. This format promises to deliver more competitive basketball throughout the event, as every possession carries weight in determining which teams advance to the final showdown. Los Angeles Lakers superstar Luka Doncic emerged as the leading vote-getter across all players in fan balloting, a testament to his immense popularity and elite level of play this season. The Slovenian sensation will lead the world team, bringing his exceptional passing vision, scoring ability, and basketball IQ to the international squad. His selection as the top vote getter underscores his status as one of the game's most beloved and talented players, capable of putting on a show for the global audience. LeBron James continues his remarkable streak of All-Star appearances, having been named to his 22nd consecutive All-Star game. The 41-year-old legend will represent the USA Stripes team, adding his vast experience and leadership to one of the American squads. James' unbroken string of all-star selections speaks to his sustained excellence and enduring popularity among fans, even as he enters the twilight years of his legendary career. The All-Star Weekend festivities begin on Friday with preliminary events that set the stage for the main attractions. The NBA All-Star Celebrity Game tips off at 4 p.m. Pacific Time at the Kia Forum, featuring entertainment personalities, musicians, and athletes from other sports competing in a lighthearted exhibition that combines basketball skill with celebrity star power. Following the Celebrity Game, the Castrol Rising Stars event commences at 6 p.m. Pacific Time at the Intuit Dome, where the league's most promising young talent will be showcased in front of a national television audience. This event will stream on Peacock, giving fans multiple viewing options. NBA All-Star Saturday Night represents the heart of the weekend's entertainment, packed with 3 distinct competitions that highlight different aspects of basketball skill and athleticism. The entire evening will air on both Peacock and NBC beginning at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, with all events taking place at the state-of-the-art Intuit Dome facility in Inglewood, California. The State Farm 3-point contest features an elite field of sharpshooters who will compete for the title of the league's best long-range marksman. Last year's champion Tyler Harrow will not defend his crown, opening the door for a new winner. The field includes 2 former champions who hope to reclaim their title. Damian Lillard, a 2-time winner of the competition, will participate despite suffering a torn Achilles injury that has ended his season. His inclusion adds a sentimental element to the proceedings, as fans will have one final opportunity to see the Portland Trail Blazers star compete before his lengthy rehabilitation begins. Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers presents a unique storyline, as a victory would make him the first player in NBA history to win both the slam dunk contest and the three-point contest, an unprecedented double achievement. The complete roster for the three-point contest includes Phoenix Suns guard Devin Booker, Charlotte Hornets rookie Con Knuppel, Lillard from Portland, Philadelphia 76ers star Tyrese Maxey, Mitchell from Cleveland, Denver Nuggets guard Jamal Murray, Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis, and Miami Heat guard Norman Powell. This diverse group represents different playing styles and backgrounds, ensuring a competitive and entertaining showcase of perimeter shooting excellence. The Kia Shooting Stars competition makes its highly anticipated return after an absence since 2015, when the team of Chris Bosh, Swin Cash, and Dominique Wilkins captured their third consecutive championship. The revamped format features current NBA players paired with legendary former stars, creating fascinating combinations that blend contemporary talent with basketball history. Unlike previous versions that included WNBA players, this year's edition focuses exclusively on NBA talent past and present. 4 teams will compete in the Shooting Stars event, each featuring a unique combination of players. Team All-Star brings together Oklahoma City Thunder center Chet Holmgren, Toronto Raptors forward Scotty Barnes, and former Detroit Pistons star Richard Hamilton. Team Cameron features rookies and rising stars with Charlotte's Con Knuppel, Atlanta Hawks forward Jalen Johnson, and former player Corey Maggette. Team Harper presents a family affair with Duke star Dylan Harper, his brother Ron Harper Jr., and their father Ron Harper Sr., creating a 3-generation basketball dynasty. Team Knicks showcases New York's current stars, Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, alongside former Knicks great Allen Houston, giving the hometown team representation in the competition. The AT&T Slam Dunk Contest will crown a new champion, as 3-time winner Mac McClung has opted not to defend his title this year. The field consists of young, athletic players eager to make their mark on one of basketball's most iconic individual competitions. The Los Angeles Lakers will have representation in Saturday night festivities through Jackson Hayes, who will showcase his leaping ability and creativity in the dunk contest. Hayes joins San Antonio Spurs forward Carter Bryant, Miami Heat wing Keshad Johnson, and Orlando Magic guard Jace Richardson in what promises to be an exciting display of aerial artistry. The All-Star Game itself takes place on Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, with coverage on NBC and Peacock. The unique 3-team format and USA versus World dynamic should provide compelling basketball throughout the afternoon, as players compete not just for individual glory, but for national and international bragging rights. The tournament structure ensures that every game matters, with teams needing to perform consistently across multiple contests to claim the championship. Fans can expect high-energy performances, spectacular plays, and the kind of entertainment that has made All-Star Weekend one of the premier events on the basketball calendar. LeBron James has long maintained a carefully crafted public image throughout his extraordinary career, avoiding controversy and presenting himself as a model athlete and businessman since entering the NBA in 2003. This spotless reputation makes his recent social media activity all the more intriguing, as the Los Angeles Lakers superstar dropped several cryptic posts on his Instagram story that have fueled intense speculation about his uncertain future with the franchise. The timing of these posts, combined with recent insider reports about the Lakers' long-term plans and James' mindset, has created a perfect storm of rumors regarding whether the 41-year-old will remain in purple and gold, pursue opportunities elsewhere, or potentially retire from professional basketball entirely. The Instagram posts, which disappear after 24 hours as is standard for Instagram stories, featured 4 distinct quotes that many observers believe hint at James acknowledging that his tenure with the Lakers is approaching its conclusion. The first post read, "Control your 7M, mind, mouth, moves, morning, meal, money, and mood," suggesting a focus on personal discipline and self-management. The second quote stated, "The faker you are, the bigger your circle will be. The realer you are, the smaller your circle will be." These are well-known facts, seemingly addressing authenticity and the nature of relationships in the public eye. The third post declared, "You can be a good person with a kind heart and still say no," which could be interpreted as James preparing to make difficult decisions that disappoint some people while staying true to his own values and priorities. The fourth and final post featured an infographic about modern wealth, defining it not through material possessions, but through slow mornings, a loving marriage, healthy bodies, a thriving garden, time, and home-cooked meals. This emphasis on quality of life over professional achievement struck many as particularly significant given James' age and the physical demands of competing at the highest level of professional basketball. While these posts might seem innocuous when viewed in isolation, their appearance sandwiched between more typical content, such as promotional posts featuring USC women's basketball star Juju Watkins wearing his signature sneakers and clips from his Mind the Game podcast episode with Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton, suggest intentionality. James has decades of experience managing his public persona, and observers note that someone with his media savvy likely understands exactly how such posts will be interpreted by fans, analysts, and league insiders. ESPN's Tim McMahon recently reported that James has displayed what some describe as grumpiness this season, attributing this mood partly to the superstar's awareness that the Lakers organization is planning for a future built around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves rather than around him. McMahon stated on the Hoop Collective podcast that the Lakers are essentially a roster remodeling away from being legitimate championship contenders once they build around Doncic and Reeves, and that James likely recognizes he will not be part of that next chapter. This speculation about organizational direction adds important context to understanding James' recent social media activity and overall demeanor. McMahon went further, explicitly stating that while nothing is certain, it appears highly unlikely that James will return to the Lakers for the following season. The ESPN insider noted that James will not be departing Los Angeles on his own terms, suggesting that the decision may be driven more by organizational direction than by the player's preference. This dynamic would represent a significant shift from James' previous team changes, where he has typically controlled the narrative and timing of his departures. The speculation about James' future has been building throughout the season, dating back to last summer when he picked up his player option with the Lakers. Following that decision, James' agent Rich Paul gave an interview to ESPN's Shams Charania that many viewed as laying the groundwork for an eventual separation. Paul stated that LeBron wants to compete for championships and understands that the Lakers are building for the future, while expressing appreciation for the 8-year partnership with team owner Jeannie Buss and general manager Rob Pelinka. The carefully worded statement acknowledged the relationship while making clear that James values a realistic chance of winning championships above organizational loyalty. Multiple league insiders have since confirmed through their own reporting that James and the Lakers appear headed for a mutual parting of ways. Charania himself stated during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show that the end of the relationship between James and the Lakers is approaching, whether through free agency departure, retirement, or one final season before retiring as a Laker. The phrase, "the end is near however you want to slice it," captured the prevailing sentiment among those with knowledge of the situation. Jake Fisher echoed this assessment during a live stream on his YouTube show, stating that the Lakers are ready to move on from LeBron James, and that James appears equally ready to move on from the Lakers. Fisher characterized this mutual readiness for separation as the foregone sentiment currently prevailing in Los Angeles basketball circles. This alignment of perspectives from multiple credible sources suggests that the speculation is not merely media-driven, but reflects genuine dynamics within the organization. James himself has hinted more at retirement than at joining another team in his recent public comments. ESPN's Dave McMenamin reported that evidence is mounting for a potential retirement following this season, though other analysts like Sam Quinn of CBS Sports believe that James would not leave the NBA without embarking on a proper retirement tour, allowing fans in each city to celebrate his career one final time. A retirement tour would be fitting for a player of James' stature and accomplishment, though it would require him to commit to playing at least one more season beyond this one. Some reports have emerged suggesting that Cleveland Cavaliers star Donovan Mitchell and veteran guard James Harden have been recruiting James to make a sentimental return to Cleveland for a final season with the franchise where he began his career and delivered the city's first championship in 2016. These rumors of a Cavaliers homecoming have circulated on social media and in various reports, though no top-tier league insider has confirmed these recruiting efforts or suggested that such a return is likely. The combination of James' cryptic Instagram posts, insider reports about organizational planning, his agent's carefully worded statements, and the veteran's own hints about retirement have created a complex web of speculation about his future. What remains clear is that one of the greatest players in basketball history stands at a crossroads, with decisions about his career that will shape not only his own legacy, but also the future direction of the Lakers franchise and potentially other teams around the league. Whether James continues playing elsewhere, retires to focus on other pursuits, or negotiates one final season with the Lakers, the basketball world watches closely as this chapter in NBA history approaches its conclusion.